you go. That's a good way to start. My name is Arden Alexa. I am a singer-songwriter from San Francisco, California.
All right. So I'm curious, what made you into the path of being a songwriter?
Well, I always tell people I've been singing since the day I was born, which is I think pretty accurate. My whole family is really musical, so I grew up singing and just like loved it from the get go. And then I think when I was around 7, saw I have this very specific memory of I saw a Taylor Swift like concert video, and I saw that video and I was like, oh my God, like I need to do that. And then from there, I actually like learned about writing songs and writing music and performing, and just fell in love with it. And I'm lucky enough to have parents and a family that supports me, and they've been amazing. So yeah, that's kind of the process.
Ooh, I love that. And so okay, I'm curious, what was the moment of what was the like official like click in when you're listening to Taylor Swift and watching her videos that was like that's what the path was or um
Yeah, so I was watching this. I was like super remember this of like watching this moment. I think it was like the Red tour, and it was just this super bad like concert footage on YouTube. And I mean, I think something about seeing all of the people and just how much they connected with it. I for some reason that really resonated with me, and that and then I was like, oh my God, that she gets to do that as a job, and that so many people like hear it and they love it. Because I think at that age, like I loved music, and I was listening to it all the time and singing along, and like it was such a big part of my life, and I didn't realize that like there's a person behind that. So I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, like they're all there because they like what she's doing. So I think that was kind of for me, was like that realization that I was like, oh my God, like there's a person actually singing it, like that's so cool. Connected the dots.
I love that. And
Yeah.
it's always so much fun to hear the first like initial start. It's currently going to be out now. Is your third song. Is it?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Because I'm looking, I'm like, I see the coast and I see Daydream.
Yes.
And
Yeah. Well, it's like it's the first song of my new project, but Daydreams was the EP, was my first EP. So there's actually 6 songs on that EP. So I guess it's my 7th, but it's kind of a new era. So
okay.
yeah,
And right back down to Taylor Swift again.
always, always.
Which I've noticed that there was some really heavy influence in the song that we were talking about is actually Strawberry Jam. Um, I am it's such a cute song.
Thank
I've had
you.
the opportunity to listen to it. It
Thank you
is so
so much.
adorable. I
Yeah.
want to know how that song kind of like started out. Like what was like the first initial like yeah, I think I want to write a song about strawberry jam.
Yeah, so I mean, so the story in this song is actually like entirely true. So this I wrote this song about like an experience that I had with a guy that I was dating freshman year of high school. When I was a wee little baby. When I was, like, and nobody really knows what they're doing at 15 and like whatever. So that was an interesting dating experience. And I had made this guy this strawberry pie, and we broke up shortly thereafter, and I never wrote a song about this guy, like at all. Like I never about our we dated for like 6 or 7 months, and I never wrote a song about him ever, ever, ever. So then flash forward like four years, and I was like, wait a second, I've never written a song about this guy. Like we're good friends now, so I feel like it would be okay with him. Like so then I was like, then I just kind of I sat down at the piano and I was like, what's a good song? And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna write about this, like 4 years ago experience that we had with the strawberry pie that I made him. And then the song was born.
So cute. So wait, now let me recheck that. It took you that long to write a song about him?
I know. It's so weird. Like it's really weird. I don't know why. Like and he's the only person that this was the only song that I ever wrote about him. And it took me 4 years, but I don't like maybe it took me that long to get over him. I don't know, but that was how long it took me. So,
And that's so adorable. Oh my goodness, it's kind of like you were kind of like savoring him like pie for a moment.
it's true. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a great way of putting it. Like we got back together short, briefly senior year. So like I think it came full circle. So then after that like full circle moment, I was like, okay, I think now I'm like I should write a song about it. So yeah, it was very full circle moment, I would say.
So before I fully get into this song, because it's like I said earlier, it's adorable, it's so cute, and now knowing this little tidbit, I'm like, oh, I gotta know, was the pie the main way a reason that he stuck around with you?
Well, no, we I mean, I actually will say I'm a horrible baker, so it was definitely not for the food. No, but definitely not for the food. Yeah. Absolutely not. Yeah. So I kind of feel bad for him actually that he had to be the subject of that because like the my baking it's truly bad. It's truly horrible. So yeah.
Oh, but you know what? From the sounds of it, at least it's like your form of love language seems to be like acts of service.
Exactly, right?
So
Like
you
it's
you tried it.
I tried, and it was the thought that counts. And was it a great pie? I don't know. Was it even a good pie? Probably not. But it was the thought that counts, you know?
One thing I wanted to bring up was the music video that accompanies with
Yeah.
the song that's out now. It it perfectly like matches your aesthetic for the song because it's so cute, it's adorable, it's very DIY. I
Yes.
want I want to know like how did this like form together because you got from like a there's like a bike that's wrapped in ribbon and then you get the
Yeah.
whole picnic scene and then
Oh,
the blow up doll that is current that was used for your
God,
first
yes.
romantic lead.
Yes, yes. So, yeah. So, I mean, the funny thing about this video was it and this song actually also happened super quickly. Like everything with this song, like it came together perfectly. Like so this song is like the first song off of my next project. And so I had all of the songs actually like written, produced. They were all done for this project. And then I just wrote this song and I like hit up my producer and I was like, hey, like I think I have a really good song. Like I think we should do it. And then so this wasn't even gonna be the first single. Like this was not anything until I wrote it and we went into the studio and it came together in a day and it was like this kind of super magical like crazy process that it just really came together and then like I mean we were in the studio probably for like 12 hours like it was a long work day. So by the end of the day my producer and I we tend to get pretty delirious, because we're kind of tired, we're kind of hungry, like it's just
Yeah.
it gets a little crazy in there. And we were like, okay, this song is so good. We were like, it has to be the first single. Like we had another song planned, then we were like, no, that song is out. This song, this is it. So then we were like, okay, we need a music video to accompany it, and we sat down and like we're just like saying all these random crazy things, and then the blow up boyfriend was one that really stuck, and then we had like conceptualized this whole video in like 5 minutes. um so it kind of really just like all the pieces came together, and then when I came back home I actually so my best friend filmed it with me, so it's very DIY, like we did that on purpose, like we wanted
Okay.
it to look really DIY, and because it's like kind of indie like is the genre we were kind of going for, so it's very DIY. So yeah, I called up my best friend. I was like, "Hey, like, will you film this music video with me? It's super weird," but she was like, "Yes, I'm down." Like after she heard the idea, so she's actually the the character at the end that takes Chad. That's
I
my
was gonna
best
ask
friend.
that question too.
Yeah, so that was after all of our hard work of filming. I was like, I think you need to be in it. So then she came and took Chad. Yeah.
It's a very cute concept. I love the whole process of it. And I also have to compliment the makeup. Oh my gosh, you look fantastic in it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I
That was like
recently,
the first thing I noticed too. I was like, oh, what?
oh God, I like very recently like upped my makeup game. Like I was like, I need to be looking good. So I recently like perfected it, but it took 18 years to do that. So thank you.
No problem. It was like that was like the first time I was like, damn, who's the stylist on the on your video? And I'm like, and then as it progressed, I'm watching it and I'm just like, oh my gosh, she has such cute outfits in each one of these scenes. And so does Chad too. Chad had a couple cute outfits as well.
Thank you. Well, I only date well-dressed men. So we had to give Chad some good outfits.
Conversation cards. They're
Yeah.
just these random little fun ones.
Okay.
Just kind of help new people discover who you are on a fun, deeper level. What was an unusual crush you had as a kid?
Ooh. I loved Tom Riddle from Harry Potter. You know, I mean, he's this horrible, evil guy. Loved him. That was probably one of my first celebrity crushes.
It's always the bad boy character.
Right? I'm like, he's like a really cute actor. So, like, what do they expect?
Who would you think is your celebrity doppelganger?
Oh, that's a great question. Um, I don't know if I really look like anybody. I've gotten people that I sound like. Like I've had people come up to me and tell me they think I sound like somebody. Oh gosh. Now I'm gonna like look at myself in the Zoom and see if I
I
can.
know I'm trying to see too. I'm like, ooh, wait, I don't remember her name. I feel like I'm gonna have to search this up. I know she was on Modern Family, I think.
Ooh. Okay. Who in one?
To hear my fantastic keyboard sounds. What is her name? Oh my goodness, what is her name? And I don't watch. Oh, Sophia Regard.
Wow, that's a big compliment. Wow, thank you. I mean, I'll take it. Like, I mean, she's gorgeous, so I will take that. Thank you. Yeah, I love Modern Family, and she's so great in it. So that's a very big compliment. That's a very big compliment.
But who would you think yourself? Who would you think that you look like?
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, maybe maybe somebody like sometimes like okay, so one year my family did for Halloween we dressed up as like the characters from Zorro, and I feel like I kind of had that Catherine Zeta-Jones like look going.
Ooh,
Like I
that's a
feel
good.
like maybe see that. I don't know. I'm really trying to think out of the box here. Yeah, that's maybe that. I don't know. I like Sofia Vergara too.
Let's do this one. All right. What's one rule you would make if everyone in the world had to follow it?
Ooh, that's a great question. Maybe this is gonna sound really silly. Well,
Okay.
yeah, this is super like a silly one. Like this is not like deep, like don't kill anybody, you know, or like no war. Like obviously. But I like one of my biggest pet peeves is chewing with your mouth open. Like I can't do it.
Ooh.
I'm like I would need everybody to chew with their mouth closed. Like I can't see the chewing with the mouth open. So maybe that it's kind of stupid, but that's like a big pet peeve of mine.
And I completely agree with you. I would definitely make that a rule. Um, well, since now Strawberry Jam is out, and it's coming out like literally right before the full Valentine's Day season kind of fully kicks in.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I
Um,
didn't even do it on purpose. So then I was like, hey, it's kind of great timing. So
it's
yes.
adorable timing. I'm curious to know how your Valentine's Day is gonna be set up. in the distant future, with Valentine's Day around the corner, what are you and Chad going to do?
This is a great question. Chad kind of fell off the wagon for Christmas and
Yeah.
New Year's, so we were separated because I was out of town. So I'm expecting something great from Chad. So, we've done the picnic, we've done a bike ride together. So maybe I don't know, maybe like I always like a nice dinner, like a nice dinner with flowers and chocolate. I'm pretty classic like that. I think Chad Chad could get away with that. I think that would be good.
Yeah. So, before I kind of like fully wrap everything around in that pink bow and
Yeah.
ship it off,
There you
um, I'm curious to know where can we be able to find you?
Yeah, so in terms of music, my music that I have out is on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, all of that. It's on pretty much everything you could possibly hope to find it on. In terms of like where you can find me, I have an Instagram, I have YouTube, I have a TikTok, which I find honestly hilarious. I don't know if anybody else finds it hilarious, but I love to post on TikTok, and I have a lot of fun. And that's where I put my brothers and I put my cats and I put my whole family on it. So that is the personal side of me. You'll definitely see me in like my day to day in my pajamas, is on my TikTok. So yeah. Is that okay?